Hi there, Libra and Libra Rising. Welcome to your Runescope for March 2015 with me. My name is Amanda. Do be sure to check out the video for your rising sign as well. If you know it, that can give you some clarification on some issues or things that may be vague in this very general sun sign reading. If you need something more specific, then you can schedule a private consultation with me. That's really the only way to get the messages only for you and not for you and thousands of other Libra and Libra rising folks. So if you would like to set up an appointment, just contact me at the email address in this video or below this video. It's $65 for a 30-minute session. Be patient, it can take me a few days to get back to you. That just means that there are some people ahead of you, but I will get back to you as soon as possible. But let's jump into March Libra and see what is going on for you guys. Apparently a lot. Got quite a few runes here. Okay, let's see. These are going to go down here. And let's see what the tarot has to add here. Okay. Well, March is going to be a very busy month for you, Libra, with the Ten of Wands. And I don't feel like a lot of this is like your job. That will be part of it, but I mean, a lot of it may be looking for a job or things around the home or trying to get something started. So a lot of you may be looking for work in March. You may be just trying to find opportunities that suit you, and you may be finding that you're not finding what you're interested in or that is suited to your skill set. It could take some time, and you know, so try not to get frustrated and worry. But I do feel like there will be some things out there you may just not be hearing back as quickly as you would like. For those of you who have been concerned about a situation, there may be an opportunity. I'm trying to keep the cat from jumping up here. There may be an opportunity that maybe you were waiting to hear back from, and for whatever reason, if it may fall through, or you may go in an interview and you just feel like you didn't do well, or maybe they stumped you on a question. But what I have with Yara here is that the indication is that whatever falls through in March, there will be something better coming, maybe even within March. But try not to focus on the negative. Try not to focus on the opportunity you didn't get or whatever or the money that you have to pay out. This is another thing, another way this can work. Maybe you are having to pay out a lot of money for with the Ten of Rods. This would be the normal stuff. So if you're watching this on the February side, definitely maybe save a little bit of money. Put some in your savings account so you have kind of that emergency fund, because it is possible there may be an expenditure. For some of you, this may have to do with school, your kids' tuition or your tuition, or something you're wanting to study. It may just be expensive to enroll, and you may be trying to figure out, you may have to put off doing this, or you may be trying to kind of scrounge around and find the money to do this. Those of you who have been involved in legal proceedings, it could be that you know, things are maybe not going your way in March. There may be delays around decisions. You may get a decision that is not what you expected. Maybe it's less money in a settlement, and it will be because of deceit. Or maybe someone's accusing you of deceit. So if you haven't been honest in any legal cases, that could come back to haunt you in March. But I I feel like if you are involved in anything legal, and again, this will only apply to a few of you, not all of you, but if you are involved in anything legal, there's definitely some deceit going on, probably by the other side. So somebody's not being honest, not surprising really, with a legal case, but that may be what your burden is in March. But as things move on through the month, you are, a lot of you are going to be focused on new beginnings, new relationships. Oh, I also wanted to mention, this may just be, if you're in school, if you're studying, this could be just being really not doing as well as you wanted on an exam, or not doing as well in a class. And it's really, you know, I feel like you're applying yourself with the Ten of Wands, but for whatever reason, it's just not, you're not absorbing the material. Maybe it's just not your thing. So if you do have exams coming up in March, again, if you don't like any of this, you can change it. None of this is set in stone. Turn it around. You know, get a tutor or put in that extra study time. Maybe there are, check out YouTube, because I found that there are, you know, there's pretty much how to do everything on YouTube, and that includes lectures and free information, or free shortcuts or steps on many types of classes that you may be having trouble with. So definitely look online for some sources that can help you out. But a lot of you will be focused on a relationship as well in March. There may be a new beginning. Some of you may meet someone in March. Libra, if you are single, you could meet someone when you are, okay, this is going to sound weird, but they're showing it to me, in the hospital. I don't think you would be there for you, though. Maybe you're there because your mom is there getting a procedure, or because a relative is sick, and or a friend is sick, and you're going to visit someone in the hospital, and you meet someone, you know, in the waiting room or in the gift shop. They're really showing me that very clearly. So definitely post up, Libras, if you meet anyone interesting in the hospital. But you've definitely got options, and you've got the Lover's card coming up, Gifu, and also the Seven of Cups. So there are options out there. It's the month to mingle. However you do that, Libra, whether you do it online, you know, if you go out with friends. I do feel like, though, for a lot of you, it's going to be doing something that, you know, you're not really excited to do, but it's something that you kind of, you have to do. So some of you, your intuition, you may find it is particularly just blocked a little bit when you meet this person. Maybe you can't quite get a read on this person, or you can't, you know, it's not bad. It's just you can't, you don't get maybe the impressions or the information that you normally process or get when you first meet someone with this person, and it throws you off for a second. Be patient, you know, as you get to know someone. Now, for a lot of you, you know, that information will be revealed as you get to know someone. For a lot of you, this may be a Gemini, because with the Lover's card, that's the Gemini rules the Lover's card. That's the astrological sign associated with that card. So, and that's actually a pretty compatible match. You're both air signs. You will get each other. So, yeah, Gemini rising could be on the scene. But yeah, new beginnings are afoot. And some of you may be, those of you who are coupled, you may be dealing with issues regarding conflict within the family, or conflict close to you. If you are having arguments and things in March with your partner, I don't feel that they don't look to be all that serious. You know, but there may be some conflict, and it may be a bit of an up and down kind of thing. Like one day is awesome, but then the next day is an extreme opposite. So March is kind of a month of extremes if you're partnered. Great day, really bad day, and just, but it's not because, you know, for a lot of you, it's not because of anything in the relationship, it's because of external things. Some of you may be dealing with conflict because your family doesn't approve of who you're with, or this could be, you know, this could be a relationship in the family that's causing conflict. It doesn't have to be yours. But maybe for whatever reason, people don't approve of your partner or someone else's in the family, and it's just causing some arguments and maybe even a rift. But March is a good month to start a new relationship or meet someone, Libra. So I'm just going to reiterate that again. Get out there. Don't stay in the house. Don't stay locked inside. Don't just go to your job and go home. You definitely need to get out and meet people. But help that's going to be available to you. You have a lot of spiritual protection in March. So again, with Yera here, which is also the, you know, the rune of karma and divine timing and all of that stuff, you're definitely being guided. So whatever delays, I feel like they're temporary. Maybe this is just the first week of March where there's a disappointment of something either on the job or career front or school front. But you're going to quickly get over that, because I feel like the delay is temporary, or the disappointment is temporary. You have a lot of luck and protection for you in March, Libra. And some of you may be dealing with a Knight of Swords in reversed. And he may be connected to this situation that came up in the first position here. This may be a coworker, your boss, somebody that you are dealing with. Normally, a Knight of Swords would be an air sign like you, so this could be another Gemini. This could be another Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. And Knights are normally younger, so this would probably be late teens or in his 20s. But very immature, especially with the way he communicates. So this could be somebody who's trying to provoke you, trying to get you into an argument. Maybe this is your child, some of you, or your younger sibling, or the child of someone close to you, your partner's child from another relationship. Yeah, it's like somebody's trying to provoke you. And maybe he's the one that you are disappointed in. Maybe he quit a job. You know, this doesn't always have to be talking about you. It could just be you disappointed in someone else because they quit a job. They're not stepping up and taking responsibility. But there's protection around if you're concerned about someone who's just going through something, or very, you know, still has a lot of living to do, a lot of learning to do. Do try to be patient. I think you're going to be guided by Spirit as to how to handle this situation. But I think as far as the advice and the help here is that just continue to be helpful and loving to this person, as difficult as that may be, because I feel like this kid's, you know, it's not about you. They're, you know, maybe they're just talking back or trying to start fights and arguments. And for some of you, maybe this is your partner. Again, I don't think it has anything to do with the relationship per se. It's just life, and somebody's frustrated at something else and maybe taking it out on you. And if you can think about that, keep that in mind and keep that perspective in March, and just be like, okay, I'm not going to take this personally. He's grumpy, I'm just going to leave him alone. Or she's grumpy. Again, doesn't have to be male in these general readings. But so, yeah, and you have a lot of luck around Libra in March. So the last 2 weeks of March, especially if you wanted to, you know, buy a lottery ticket or some scratch offs or something like that, I wouldn't recommend spending, gambling a lot of money or anything like that. But yeah, you've got a lot of luck around, so you might want to go ahead and give it a go. But you are protected from someone's nastiness. Because for some of you, this doesn't have to be your partner at all. This could just be somebody who is being dishonest, spreading lies about you, gossiping, slandering you even. Knight of Swords in reverse. This is somebody who's definitely causes harm with his words, and it would go back to Ansu's in the reversed here about lies. So the thing is, you're going to be protected from whatever harm this person is trying to cause. Unless you are the person doing the harming. Because again, this is an air sign. It could be you, Libra. But if you're on the good side of Libra, not the bad side of Libra, you're going to be protected. Now, what can't be changed about March is that you're getting ready to take a huge leap forward. So if March is a little mixed energy, a bit of a mixed bag, which would kind of go along with what I'm seeing here, that's just because things are kind of, it's like everything's being thrown up in the air, and it's going to come down where it needs to come down so that you can move forward. And a lot of this has to do with relationships and emotional connections and you know, getting in the right place so you'll be ready for that person to come in if you're single, or getting ready to move an existing relationship to another level of commitment, maybe something more serious. If you're living with someone and things are you know, again, conflicted, if there are arguments, after March is done, you're going to find that you're in a place where it's necessary. It's like a growth phase. You know, that awkward adolescent phase. It's like that awkward teenage phase of the relationship where you're feeling everything out, and then once you get on the other side of it, you're going to be ready to move into something more serious. So, but yeah, and some of you may be having very vivid dreams, particularly about partnerships, and some of you may dream what this person, if you haven't met the right person for you yet, you may dream of the next person, the next long-term relationship you're gonna be in. You may get some information about that. So definitely try to keep a dream journal if you are having vivid dreams, because I do feel like you'll be getting pertinent information in this about partnership and relationships. Some of you may be moving or traveling in March, or planning to travel. I think for a lot of you it's planning. But this could be, for some of you, it could be related to an event that you don't particularly want to go to. So maybe if you're invited to a wedding in the spring or summer, maybe you find out about it in March, you're invited to get the invitation, or you're starting to make the travel plans for that. Some of you may be looking to move. Maybe you're looking to move in with a partner. That's what these arguments are about, trying to figure out what you want to do. Maybe some of you are engaged and you're trying to, you know, work out where you're going to have the wedding, choose a location for the wedding, and maybe that's what's causing, you know, that's stressful. So maybe that's what's causing the arguments. Please don't end March thinking, well, we just shouldn't get married if we're going to argue. Let the dust settle from March and, you know, and kind of see where things stand, because I don't think March is going to be a straightforward representation of where the partnership really is. It's just going to be a lot of, maybe a little bickering, but again, mostly about external things rather than the partnership itself. But yeah, a lot of you definitely moving into solidifying a relationship and, you know, putting it more on more solid ground or another level of commitment. And those of you who are single, it's very, very possible you may meet more than one person you're interested in. But I feel like everybody that you meet is kind of going to be looking for something serious with you, Libra. So if you're out circulating, everybody that kind of connects with you or approaches you is going to be more interested in something serious. If you're not, if you're more into playing the field, just keep that in mind, that you may be getting some serious sallies if you're a guy, and serious Sids. I don't know, it's the first name that came to mind. Serious Steves, how about that? You might be getting some serious Steves out there if you're a lady. So good things on the relationship front. Whatever this disappointment is, it's not done yet. There's still, you know, and even if something falls through, there's going to be something better, or a chance to fix that or go back and revisit that at a later time. So that's what I see, Libra, for March. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back here in April.